Internet is making y'all really bold and weird. First things first, though, thank y'all for tuning in once again to another video. But let's just get straight to it. Tyler the Creator reposted this one thing on his Twitter where it was North Carolina A&T University marching band doing "Sugar on My Tongue," and then somebody commented underneath it, "Ring Ring Ring is way better, but all songs slap." And this is kind of what I'm getting into. There was no reason to bring it up, as Tyler says in his response tweet. He's like, "There's no reason to bring this up," and like, it's not normal to just do this on a day-to-day basis. Like, we don't have to compare everything an artist does every time they drop something. I just think it's just arbitrary at some point. It just gets annoying. Like, every time you mention one song about somebody, it's like, oh, but this other song's better, but that song's good too. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, everything's not a comparison. If I come out here and say, I don't know, my favorite song by blank is one of my favorite songs of all time, and then you come in the comments, you're like, well, this song by the same guy is better. I didn't ask for that opinion. I was just making a statement. Just let that statement be out there, or let that like performance hang on itself without you comparing it immediately to something else. Just no reason to do that. Some more things that's happened though. Drake bought Tupac's Death Row chain, and it's kind of similar. This is like, fuck it. I'm thinking in my head, how do I come into this without sounding like a hater? But it's impossible at this point for me to not sound like a hater, because this shit is just corny to me. It's the same thing that he did when he bought Pharrell's chain. He's not doing this to pay homage or do anything like cool or respectable with it. He bought that shit just to bother Kendrick Lamar, just like he bought that Pharrell chain just to bother Pharrell, just simply for the fact to act like he snatched somebody's chain or like did some real like gangster rap shit. No, you just bought a chain that was available, and it just so happens to be a chain of the man that like you're going up against, one of his idols. Like, why do you think that's cool to do? Why do you think as a man you want another man's like chain made specifically for him, that he specifically bought? Why do you think you should earn that, or you deserve that, just to talk shit to somebody else or flex on somebody else? What gives him the ideas that shit's cool, bro? But I'm tired of talking about Drake. Every day that I see something about him, it just makes him more and more corny to me. And like, I don't understand how it doesn't, like, that shit doesn't sit with other Drake fans, where it's just like, bro, I don't, like, how can you rock with shit like that all the time? Because that's all he does these days, to be honest. He just drags this shit on. The beef has been done, in my opinion, since July of last year, because Kendrick won by that point. He did the pop out, won. He fucking, Not Like Us was #1 in the charts and breaking records at that time, won. Drake was over there dropping the Hard Part 6 and complaining on the internet, lost. Like, he lost. It's okay. So I don't understand why he's still dragging it to this point, especially when he's already taking it to court. So like, you don't even really want to beef. You're just doing this shit, I don't know, for the fashion, because you're sad. Like, it's a sad way for him to go out like this, bro. Another thing though, Chance the Rapper spoke on Odd Future's influence. Specifically, he's saying that he was specifically inspired by Tyler the Creator when he was coming up, which is very cool, because I was a big fan of them both when they were first coming up. You know what I mean? I was listening to 10 Day. I was listening to Acid Rap specifically, is one of my favorite projects of the 2010s. It's like very, very fun to listen to. Very like, the one thing, if you are a fan of Chance the Rapper, that you love about Chance the Rapper is that you are able to like pick a Chance the Rapper song out of a dozen songs in a row. It's so unique and so like Chance every time. And sometimes it does get bad, like on the Big Day it did get bad with like some of like the corny shit that he did on that record. But like, the shit that he did most recently with his most recent like project is a lot more like Chance, and also like, it's Chance to the point where it's not corny, it's very creative, and like, he makes like flowery rap music, or like colorful rap music to me. That's why he made an album called The Coloring Book. But like, it's just like so unique. It's like a beautiful way to make rap music from him. So like, it's very similar to how Tyler the Creator is, because he's like another unique artist that you can pick out of like multiple different songs. You can say that's a Tyler the Creator song just off of a few like signatures. So yeah, I can see instantly how they're very like inspired by each other, probably because they were both coming up around the same time. And Odd Future in general have made a lot of careers just simply off of like two of their artists being two of like the biggest artists in the world. Like Frank Ocean Blonde inspired a lot of R&B music. Same thing with like Channel Orange inspired a lot of like current R&B music, or even like pop music, to the point where it's like you can hear a lot of Channel Orange in some of your biggest pop songs, or like even like the biggest pop songs that inspired even bigger pop songs were inspired by what Frank did on Channel Orange. And Tyler, I don't have to say how he's inspiring, like how much he's like changed rap music or like music in general. Igor is one of the most like, when I first heard Igor, it was 2019 when it first came out, because I was really excited when it came out. And it was something I didn't expect at the time, but like it's such a beautiful confession of like love and obsession, and just like the cycle of dealing with all that shit. Like something that was so taboo within rap music, or like from somebody who came from rap music, like such a taboo topic, where it's like LGBTQ, like IA people dealing with falling in love with somebody of the same sex, and like having to hide that shit, or like the person that they're with is not like ready to like, or like even like available to like continue on with that relationship, and feeling like you're in the backseat, and then falling out of love with that person but hoping to still be friends with them because you had a connection with them that was raw and real, and things like that. I can't relate to that because I'm a straight man, but like hearing somebody who was like dealt with that in their life actually like do it in such a raw yet like perfected musically way, like that is an amazingly produced album. When I first heard that shit, I was like, I could not, because like I knew Tyler was a great like producer and things like that, but I didn't think he could produce to that level, to a point where like the entire album sounds so beautiful. But yeah, like when you have something like that, of course it's gonna inspire people, and inspired a lot of like his counterparts to make music like that. So yeah, Odd Future is incredibly influential. And shout out to Earl Sweatshirt, bro. Shout out to Earl, man. Like he has one of my favorite albums of the year. I already told y'all. Live, Love, Laugh is an amazing album. I like his interviews he's come out with lately. They said he's turning into Absol. Very funny. I'm not gonna lie, it is very funny. There's not enough that I can say about Earl when it comes to like me. Like if you watched one of my bigger videos, I have a like deep dive of Solace by Earl Sweatshirt, like a song that's pretty much like, it's not a song. Is it a song? Is it? I think it's a song, but it's 10 minutes long, and it's basically like, it's dedicated to his mother. It's like a very distorted like love letter to his mom about how he feels, and like I can't talk about it right now, but you can watch that video, hear me give like a bigger deep dive on it. But yeah, like when it comes to influence, when it like with Earl, it's nearly not as much as it is with the other guys, but it is still very substantial when it comes to like the more like underground or like middling rap. Like when I name somebody like Mavi that he's done a song with, they have very like, Mavi has the energy of like younger Earl, but I will say a lot of his like subject matter and stuff is similar to stuff that Earl has rapped about in the past. So like those group of people, like even people like Saba, Smino, people in those areas of rap, I think Smino's in like a league of his own when it comes to creativity and things like that. But like they all are like inspired by each other because they are so adjacent to each other. Another thing that's come out, which is not gonna get that much conversation from me as that did, Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman posted a picture of Future and said "Trim Twin," and with the song "Trim" by Playboi Carti and Future. There we go, right there. Damn, y'all can see that shit clear as fuck. Shout out to my new camera, man. Because if I did that shit on my old camera, you would not be able to see it. You would not be able to see it. But yeah, it's just funny. Morgan Freeman actually on the internet. I don't think he has hair anymore, though. Does Morgan Freeman still have hair? I saw Denzel Washington's bald, and he stole A$AP Rocky's watch, and he asked him about A$AP Rocky's album. And I heard some of Rocky's response to that. He said, "I wish I could just drop it right now without any like rollout or anything like that." Do I believe him? I ain't talking about Rocky till he drop it, bro. That's just how I feel. Another thing is the most streamed albums by rappers in 2025 on Spotify. Number one is Music. Number one is Music by Playboi Carti with 1.68 billion listens. Then it's oh, I'm sorry, I misread this. It's not albums that were like, it's not albums overall in 2025. It's albums that dropped in 2025. That's why Music is number one. Okay. I had a different one, and I don't understand why they count. Okay. I guess it counts because Drake's a rapper. but like his album is not a rap album at all. Like it's genuinely not a rap album. So I mean, it still counts. Jack Boys 2 sold 362 million. Damn, I'm struggling today to read. Give me 1 second. Let God Sort Them Out oversold what everybody thought it would. Shout out to them. The Carter 6 only sold 100 mil, which is low for Wayne, and it's because the album isn't that good, to be honest. And I didn't do a review for it because I love Wayne, and I don't want to come on here like, I love Wayne as an artist. As a person, he's kind of loony, to be honest. He's not all the way there. But when it comes to him as a person, I'm not really there. But as an artist right now, you had Lin-Manuel Miranda as like one of the producers and writers of your album. Lil Wayne, please. I can't rock with it. I'm sorry. I can't rock with you all night. Another thing I saw is that Lil Nas X is now facing years in prison after being caught with 4 felonies, and he has pled not guilty to all of this stuff. So like he's like, I think his bail is at $75,000, and I know he's not. Yeah, bail has been set at $75,000, and I know he's not a rapper, so a lot of y'all probably don't even care. But like, just genuinely keep drugs away from like young rising ethnic men, because like even women, to be honest, because that seems to like derail their careers a lot. And there was a point in time where Lil Nas X was probably one of like the bigger rising stars in music, whether you liked his music or not, he was. And to see what he's gone down to over the recent years, like ever since like 2023, basically he hasn't been like in the spotlight much, and of course that probably affects the young man's psyche. But also like drugs, being introduced to drugs and being in like a lifestyle that he probably wasn't in before he became famous is like obviously going to damage the way he views things. So I hope after this he's able to like restructure his life and like become a better person, a better man, whether that's like in any aspect of life, just becoming a better person overall and like growing from this rather than like going deeper, because that's usually what happens to people who are like, who deal with those type of things, unfortunately, man. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, one last thing before I end this video. I know this is shorter than my other ones. There's just not that much going on with rap right now, even though like we have albums and shit dropping. A lot of them haven't dropped yet. We have had a great year though. I will say 2020, one of my first videos I ever did on this channel. Let me see. I gotta find the title of it, because I thought 2024 was a great year for rap. I think a lot of people underrate it. And then I said in my video, it was 7 months ago. Y'all can go check it out. This is back when I still had hair. Let me show y'all. This week in music. Can 2025 be better than 2024? Look at my face. Look at me with the hair. That's just so crazy, twin. That's just so crazy. But yeah, man, I really thought that this was going to be an insanely down year after the year we had. We had Kendrick drop. We had Tyler drop. We had Blue Lips drop, which is one of the better albums. Very underappreciated at this point of the year. I'm pretty sure Nas dropped last year. Vince Staples dropped last year. We had the rap beef of Drake. We had the Drake and what's it called? K-Dot rap beef. We had Future and Metro Boomin drop 2 albums. Future dropped 3 albums last year. Like a lot of shit happened. But 2025 has been a great year. We have been eating well. We had the Clips return, and I'm gonna be honest. If I was to do, which let me know if y'all want to see this. If I was to do a ranking of the last 2 years of rap, Let God Sort Them Out might be at the top. And I love GNX. I love Blue Lips. I love Dark Times. I love Chromacopia. Like, that might be at the top, bro. Genuinely. We had Tyler drop another album where it's one of his more commercially, like, he's having a very good commercial run with this album when a lot of people were trying to act like they didn't like it. Be serious. Like 2025 has been very eventful, so like I really do attribute all the rappers dropping great shit during this year to give me more content. But like one more thing is that, speaking of Clips, Clips had Kendrick Lamar come out to their LA concert. Where else you gonna have, like, perfect person to have come out? They probably did Chains and Whips, great song, great feature, one of the best features of the year. I saw people saying that might be Kendrick Lamar's best feature. I'd say he has a better, I don't think that's his best feature with Pusha T. I think his feature on Nostalgia is like one of the best ever. When you're actually talking about like technical rapping and collecting a verse, bringing it all together, just listen to that shit one more time. And what's it called? No More Parties in LA, great feature by him. Control, great feature. He has a lot of great features. Even on like more commercial songs where you can be like, he has a good Goosebumps feature. What's that one song he has with this is gonna be so crazy because I forgot he made a song with him. Rich the Kid. I forgot what it's called. New Freezer. That new Freezer fucking feature was cool too. King's Dead is a fun song. Even like his minor stuff where he's in the background, but I don't think it's better than Chains and Whips, by the way. I'm just naming some of his good features. Where what's that shit called? Under the Sun, where it was like Revenge of the Dreamers. I think it's called Under the Sun. The one where DaBaby has his best verse. That's a good one too. You know, it was a surprise feature at this time, because at that point in time, to be honest, Kendrick Lamar had been gone for like 4 years ish. Like I don't remember, when did Revenge of the Dreamers come out? Let me see. Let me go check real quick. But he also has other features like with his cousin. You know what I mean? Him and Baby Keem have great features, and apparently Baby Keem's supposed to drop this year. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Revenge of the Dreamers 3. Yes, it came out 2019, so it had been like, no, it was only 2 years at this point. It had been 2 years because Kendrick didn't drop. He dropped Damn in 2017, and he did drop the what's it called, Black Panther soundtrack, but that doesn't really count to me, even though it has one of his biggest songs on it. It doesn't really count to me, and it also has SOBRBE on it. If you want to go back in time, what a great group at one point. Now they all beefing, most of them in jail. Some of them might be dead, but like that was a great rap group at one time, and they have a great feature on that album, bro. Like on that soundtrack, it is so good. What I will say is, do I think it's his best feature? No. Do I think it's in his like top 10-ish? Could be, because I really do enjoy it. I enjoy the energy that like it fits with the song. It's like, one thing I love about features is when they don't completely change the entire tune of a song, because some features do tend to do that, where like they just like entirely, rappers understand this, they entirely like change the beat or the tempo of the beat so they can fit into what they want to do on the song rather than fit in with the song. So like I'm happy that mainly all the features on Let God Sort 'Em Out are all like very fitting with what they want to do and very fitting with what the song structure is supposed to be. Like Tyler the Creator came correct on his verse. He really did what he was supposed to do there. He did not change the tempo of the song. He did not ask for a different beat so it can be easier for him. He said it took him like 40 to 70 tries to get that verse right. So like, you gotta tip your hat to somebody who really cares about their craft and really wants to like show people or show out what they can do. And there are people who really don't fit in that way. And one more thing before I end, one of the worst songs of all time, just random thought that I was thinking about, All the Way Up by like Fat Joe and all them people, that shit sucks. And when I was a kid, I might have liked it. It came out in like 2015, 2016. I do not want to hear that shit right now. To be honest, I don't want to hear any French Montana song ever right now. Let's keep it a stat here. Dead ass. Like tell me one good French Montana verse in the comments and I'll send you $10 on Cash App. I'm dead ass. Thank y'all for tuning in, and peace.